My name is Judd.
My name is Rich.
And this is a comic strip AP of Sorcerer featuring the bloody tale of Percival Lowder.
Bloody indeed.
Yeah, when we last saw Percival, he had a knife in his hand, and his traitorous coven member, Frederick, had a gun somewhere in his jacket that he was trying to get out. And Frederick had one hand on his knife, on Percival's knife hand, and they were standing over kind of a modern sarcophagus cornerstone of the demonic building, One Vanderbilt, that he's recently bound. Addison was standing there in shock, and things were about to get real. Due to the last die roll, Frederick had a good grip on Percival's knife arm, and his fingers were kind of biting in and bruising his wrist. He'll figure that out later if he survives. And he had a 2-die advantage, so that those dice will roll over into the next round as things go, which is a kind of a vital part of Sorcerer's dice economy. And here we go. Frederick is trying to get, basically there's a little knobby sight. He has a little 6-shooter in his jacket, and he's trying to get it out, but a bit of metal got stuck on the jacket pocket, and he's trying to get it out and clear it so he can shoot you.
Oh shit.
What are you doing?
The first thing I do, Addison, help me! Then I'm going to try to twist around and, if I can, twist Frederick so that he can't just fire through the jacket pocket at me.
Okay.
And slam him down to the cornerstone.
Got it. Sounds good. Let's roll some dice.
Okay.
He is going to be rolling 6 dice, 6 10-siders.
Oh, jeez. This is a stamina?
Yeah, that sounds like stamina.
Okay.
Addison takes a step back. He just takes a step back. He's
okay.
Things are moving too fast for him.
All right.
But we can figure out what that means later. But that's what he does. He takes a step backwards, and his hands are kind of where you both can see them, like this.
Oh, yeah, up, stop, okay. Yeah, great.
His hand is bleeding, right? Because everybody's cut themselves for this ritual. So, I think there's blood everywhere. All parties involved have, cuts on their hands, right?
Right.
Yeah, it already looks like a murder scene. There's blood smeared all over your shirt, all over his shirt, just by sheer accident of what's going on. There's blood, I think, all over your wrist, where his bloody hand is kind of grabbing. Anyway, it's a big, bloody mess. And you are trying to slam him into the corner and clear away from the gun. He is trying to pull the gun out and shoot you. Let's roll some dice and see what happens. Ready?
Okay.
And yeah, I think it sounds like stamina.
All right.
Okay.
That's not good for me.
No, it's not. I got 9, 7, 6, 6, and they're all higher than your highest die.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I think he clears the gun, and you try to get out of the way, and all he has to do to get to you is turn.
Yeah.
Rotate his body a little bit, and there's a bang, and I think a terrible smell of gunpowder goes into your nostrils, scorches them a little bit, and the bullet hits you. The shock of it just hits your whole body, right? It goes into your chest, and you feel some kind of shock in the back of your head. Not that anyone hit you in the back of the head, it's just the shock of it.
Right.
And what is your stamina?
Stamina is a 2. I am not super vigorous.
Okay, so he did 4 damage to you. So yeah, it's more than just that. You pass out. I think you stagger back a couple of steps and pass right the fuck out.
Okay. I got a lot of will here. Is there any... That's it? If I'm down, I'm down. Okay.
Yeah, I believe you are down. There is something about sorcerers kind of dragging themselves up by their fingernails through will. Let me find that.
Okay.
Because that is worth looking up real fast as you pass the fuck out. A sorcerer who's taken more penalties than his or her stamina may make a will roll with no penalties against the number of dice the character is trying to be able to use next round, up to his or her maximum score. This does not count as an action. As long as the sorcerer is not carrying penalties greater than twice his or her stamina, the attempt may be made, but you are. So okay. Yeah, you actually can't do that. you go out and you hear more screaming. Like somewhere there's something in the back of your head, some part of your subconscious that says you really have to get up. And it's trying to like leverage that amazing sorceress will, but it can't access it. And it's like, you've got to get up. You're going to get killed. And you hear screaming and 3 more gunshots go off. You know, somewhere in the back of your mind. And then what seems like a year later, and it's not a year later, but it seems like a very long time later, you get the idea that there are sirens. When you come to, Julio is sitting by your bed, asleep.
Huh. My bed? Like my place bed?
No, it's a hospital bed.
Okay.
You've got an IV in your arm. You have no idea how long you've been out, but Julio has a beard now, and he didn't have a beard when you last saw him at the Coven meeting.
Oh, wow. Look around. Can I see outside the window? Can I get an idea what season it is?
You have a beautiful view of the Hudson River, actually. Like, I think maybe the first thing, I'm not going to tell you what you think, but if you had to pay rent on an apartment that had a view like this, it would be, you could put $100 bills on the floor, and that would be how much rent would be, for every, if you had to cover the floor with $100 bills, that would be the rent, right?
Okay.
So, yeah, you've got this beautiful view of the Hudson River. It's heavily snowing, and it wasn't deep winter when you went out.
If I can move, I'm going to try to sit up.
Okay.
And then try to wake Julio.
Your throat is just dry, like you haven't had a drink in ages.
Yeah.
And Julio sees you and starts jumping up and down, and he starts yelling in Spanish for the nurses. He says, "You're awake?"
Yeah.
He gets a bottle of water and pours into a little cup and hands it to you.
Thank you. Oh, what happened? How long have I been out?
You've been out a while.
Okay.
I don't want to shock you here. I don't want to put you right back under. It's so good that you're awake.
Where's Addison? Where's Frederick?
I don't know. Everybody's missing. I assume the other coven went after you.
Huh. I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah. Listen, I haven't checked the pulse of Vanderbilt, but I mean, Flatiron's pissed.
Well, I said I was gonna let it go. Shit.
This is how we'll end it this week, as he says, I mean, you've been out a month. Your demons are practically in full rebellion.
Great.
And we'll end it right there.
Perfect.
Cool.
Oh, that's great.
Okay, good.
Hi, this is Jason from the Gauntlet Gaming Community. If you enjoyed this episode of Comic Strip AP, please consider supporting the Gauntlet on Patreon. Our page can be found at patreon.com/gauntlet.